Man, I just thought they made clowns of themselves. But nonetheless, this fight is still going to be huge. It really interests me because it is a true mixing of styles. You've got a boxer against an MMA fighter. And that's always a cool situation because you never know what's going to happen. Wild, unpredictable things when you mix styles like that. But you have to remember, this is under boxing rules. This is not an MMA fight. This is not a sumo match. This is not professional wrestling, although it may have seemed like it from the press conferences. But this is a boxing match. This is Floyd Mayweather's territory. He's the best at it in his weight class. He's undefeated in 49 fights in his career. And a lot of people are saying Conor McGregor has absolutely no chance at beating Floyd Mayweather at his own game. And it's hard to disagree with that. It's very hard to disagree with that point. You've got a guy who's one of the best boxers ever in his weight division, one of the most elusive, one of the best defensive fighters of all time. And then you've got an MMA fighter, not a boxer, but an MMA fighter walking into his territory and trying to take him out. Now look, my background is in professional wrestling. I would never challenge a jiu-jitsu practitioner to a jiu-jitsu match. I would never challenge a catch wrestler to a catch wrestling match. Professional wrestling is what I excel at. And, on the other hand, too, if an MMA fighter, if a kickboxer or whoever tried to come into professional wrestling and tried to, make me look bad, that's just not going to happen. So it's really hard when you're crossing back and forth between these two boundaries. I get that professional wrestling is fake, but I don't know, put me on, American Gladiators or something like that, and I'm out of my comfort zone, but you never know. You seriously never know what's going to happen. Conor McGregor is a little bit bigger. I think he's stronger, and he's younger. He's much, much younger. Conor McGregor's 29. He's not even 30 yet. He's in the prime of his career. But still, man, Floyd has got all that experience fighting all the top fighters in his weight division, in more than one weight division. But here's the thing. The thing about Conor McGregor is that he is always the underdog. In every single fight, he's the underdog. Nobody expects him to win. They keep saying that this guy's a joke, that you can't take him seriously. He's all talk. But look, man, he is good. He is very, very good. But he's limited here. He can't throw kicks. He can't throw knees. He can't grapple. He can't take the guy down. He's only going to be punching in there. It's a boxing match. But I'm still going to watch. I'm not going to pay $100 to watch it live. I'm sorry. I'll probably look for some stream on Facebook or something like this, to be completely honest, or I'll just watch it the next day. I mean, I don't even feel like staying up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning over here in Europe just to watch this damn thing. So I am interested. I'm not $100 US dollars interested, but I am going to watch because you just never know, do you? It is real fighting. It's combat sports, and the whole world's going to be watching. And I am a combat sports journalist, so I will be watching. I'll probably watch it the next morning when I wake up. I'm going to have to stay the hell off of Facebook and, any kind of news site. Everywhere is going to be covering this, not just fighting sports news websites, but everybody in the next day is going to be talking about this. So I'm going to have to be very careful where I go on the internet in the morning. But I will watch it because I would love to see Conor McGregor win this. He's got nothing to lose. This is a very big point from my perspective. Conor McGregor has absolutely nothing to lose in this fight and everything to gain. Absolutely everything to gain. If he loses, hey, at least he gave it his best shot, right? I mean, he walked into a different world, the world of boxing, and he fought one of the best ever, probably a future Hall of Famer, and he lost. And there's no shame in that. He made a ton of money, made millions and millions of dollars. Some people are saying he could make as much as $100 million when it's all said and done for this fight, even in a losing effort. So who cares? I think people will forgive him at the end of the day. Nobody's going to be saying, ha ha, I told you so, you stupid prick. You never should have taken this fight. I think they're going to say, you know what? This guy's got balls. He took the fight. He lost. But he didn't get knocked out. I mean, come on. Mayweather never knocks out anybody. He got in there. He did the best he could. And hats off to the guy. But if he wins if by somehow some miracle happens and Conor McGregor wins this fight, he is now going to be the most talked about fighter in the entire world, period. And he can stand up there on his high horse, on his soapbox, and say, you know what? Everybody, all the haters out there, everybody who said I couldn't do it, he can flip them the bird and he can say, put that in your pipe and smoke it, you bunch of jerk-offs. And he'd be right. There'd be absolutely nothing you could say about him. Everybody would be in shock and awe. Their mouths would be hanging open down to the floor, drooling all over themselves, going, what the hell how on earth did this happen? And everybody, I guarantee there'll be people coming out of the woodwork saying, I told you so. I knew he could do it. I never doubted him for a minute. He would literally be Muhammad Ali big. He would be Mike Tyson big. He would be this worldwide sports icon that would cross over out of the limits of combat sports and into mainstream like we haven't seen since somebody like a Muhammad Ali or a Mike Tyson. So he'd be right up there and he would cement his name on that Mount Rushmore of boxers and even transcend that. He would be on the Mount Rushmore of MMA, the Mount Rushmore of boxing, the Mount Rushmore of fighting, period. And I think he would be a huge hit all over the world. So if he loses, he's got nothing to lose. If he wins, he has absolutely everything to gain. And Floyd Mayweather, boy, I'll tell you what, if he loses this fight, he is really going to be tucking his tail between his legs because he now is 49-1. I mean, what is that to brag about? You win 49 fights in a row in this legendary career, and then you lose your last one to an MMA fighter? My God, is that going to be embarrassing. You know, it's sort of like the worst thing that ever happened in professional wrestling was The Undertaker. He was undefeated at WrestleMania. He was 21-0 at WrestleMania for 21 years in a row. Every single year he was at WrestleMania and he won. He always won. Now we all know it's fake. It's predetermined. They knew that he was going to win before he won. But anyway, the fans loved it. They absolutely loved this. And then he lost. He was 21-1 when he lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And then when The Undertaker returned to WrestleMania the next year and the next year, everybody's like, yeah, but the streak's over. He lost. What's the point? And, you know, he's like, the magic was gone after that. And so if Floyd Mayweather loses here, nobody's going to want to see him fight again. Nobody's going to, unless it's some kind of a wacky rematch, you know, between him and McGregor. But even then, I really don't think it would have the same kind of an appeal. You've got a guy who's undefeated and now he's 49-1 and he's trying to somehow, you know, chase McGregor and get revenge on him. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it. There's no way people are going to pay $100 to see the rematch. I'm sorry. So this is it for him. For Mayweather, it's like you could either have the storybook Disney ending to your career and ride off into the sunset, having perhaps the best career ever at that weight division. I don't know. Some people would say so. Or you're going to have that one loss that tarnishes your entire career because you lost to an MMA fighter. So, man, there's a lot of money to be made here. But in the end, is it worth it for Floyd Mayweather and his career? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But either way, his career goes down the tubes. He's going to definitely have to retire, and he will never come out of retirement again, I don't think, to fight. So it'll be an interesting fight. The world will be watching. If I do have to give my opinion, if I had to say who I think is going to win, I would say that I think 100% that Floyd Mayweather is going to win this fight. But who do I want to see win? I want to see Conor McGregor win. I think that Floyd Mayweather is going to win this fight, like 99.9% that Mayweather is going to win it. I think it's going to end on points. I think it's going to be a unanimous decision after 12 rounds, with Floyd Mayweather winning almost every single round. I would give Conor McGregor maybe 2, 3, 4 rounds at the most. But there's always that chance that Conor could just land that one big punch and just knock Floyd Mayweather the F out. And that's why everybody's going to tune in, because you never know what's going to happen. So I want McGregor to win. I think that Floyd Mayweather is going to win. And we're going to watch August 26th, this weekend, and find out.